Mama Rachel. Going to read you a story called Libby Wimbley, the Goat Trainer. This story is by Amy Cobb. This is a chapter book. So there's a table of contents that tells you each chapter and what it's named. Chapter 1, The Pet Show. Libby Wimbley and her friends were excited. It was time for their school's annual fall festival. There were fun games, there were also cool prizes, and there was Libby's favorite event, the pet show. Look at all the pets. Woof, woof, woof. Meow. Meow. Everybody says, oh my goodness, look at the pets. Oh, there's a big doggy. Look at that. A sheepdog. And a little kitty. Meow, meow, meow. Ooh, a tarantula. Ah! And a parrot. Want a cracker? All the pets. Oh, there's a bunny rabbit in there. Look at that cat, Becca said. I didn't know cats could catch frisbees. Me either, but my favorite animal is the dog that folds socks with her nose, said Mason. Roof, roof. He folds socks with his nose? He probably eats the socks. Libby smiled. I wish I had a dog like that when it's time to sort my laundry. Becca and Mason laughed, and then Mason asked, what's your favorite animal, Libby? Libby thought for a minute, and she just wasn't sure. What is my favorite animal? What a goldfish. There was the goldfish that swam through a tiny hoop. That's so cute. And the colorful parrot that said, bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Libby had never heard a parrot say hello in French before. Bonjour. But I like them all, Libby finally said, but none of them are as smart as Elvis. Your goat? Becca asked. Libby nodded. Yep. And then she got an idea. Maybe she could teach Elvis some tricks. Her friends could help. Chapter 2, Serious Business. On Saturday, Becca and Mason went to the farm where Libby lived. They found Libby in the pasture with Elvis, her goat. Hello, Libby waved. You're just in time to see the goat trainer extraordinaire in action. She's going to teach her goat how to do tricks. Bah. Do you think it's going to work? Becca and Mason both smiled. Oh, what trick will you teach Elvis first? Becca asked. Libby held up a frisbee. Let's show Elvis how to play frisbee. Libby tossed the frisbee to Mason. Then Mason threw it back to Becca. And when Becca caught it, she sailed it back through the air to Libby. See, Elvis? This is easy. You can catch. But Elvis didn't catch the frisbee. Bah. It flew right past his horns and landed with a thud on the grass. Elvis pawed it with his hooves. What is this? Bah. What is it, bah? Oh, I don't think Elvis likes the frisbee, Mason said. Bah. Look at his face. He's got a funny looking face. Oh, he's eating a sock. That's probably the next trick. Libby shrugged. Let's try another trick. The dog at the pet show folded socks. I bet Elvis can too. She pulled a pair of socks from her pocket, but Elvis began nibbling on them. Ow, 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 ow. Becca and Mason laughed, but Libby didn't. Being a goat trainer extraordinaire was serious business. Now you listen here, Elvis. I'm trying to teach ya. Chapter 3, Silly Goat. Libby tried a different trick. Elvis, say bonjour. She even held up an apple slice for a treat. Good job. Now say bonjour. But Elvis couldn't speak French. Like the bird at the school pet show, he only spoke goat. Bah. No, say bonjour. Bah. Oh, he said, meh. And he just wanted the apple treat. Well, you can't have the treat if you don't say the words. Maybe you should try an easier trick, Becca said, and Mason nodded. Yeah, try to teach him how to sit or stay. Oh, that's a good idea, Libby said, but Elvis, he just wouldn't sit. And when Libby told Elvis to stay, he just didn't stay. Instead, Elvis followed Libby everywhere she went. Meh, 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 meh. Ah, let's take a break, Libby said. She and her friends sat in the cool grass. Elvis must be good at something, Mason said. But what? Libby picked at a dandelion leaf. She was sad that Elvis might never be the star in the pet show. What do you think a goat can do? Oh, I'm getting 2 pages. Elvis began to nuzzle Libby's hair. Meh. Then her cheek. Stop it! Stop it, you silly goat, Libby laughed, and she petted him. Mason smiled. Elvis is funny. And he loves people, Becca said, when Elvis climbed onto her lap. That was true. Elvis made everyone laugh, and he liked making friends. That's it, Libby cried. Is it a new trick for Elvis? Becca asked. Well, sort of, Libby said. You'll see soon. She has an idea. Chapter 4, Big News. Later that day, Becca and Mason went home. Then Libby told her family about her new idea. You want to take Elvis to visit the elderly people in retirement center? Mama asked. Right, Libby nodded. People in the hospitals too, plus kids at school too. Oh, gonna take the goat to visit, huh? And you'll be a busy girl, Dad said. Elvis is your goat, so you have to go with him. Dad was right. Libby and Elvis would make new friends together. I can't wait until Elvis hears the big news, Libby said. She rushed outside to tell him. Look at him. Meh. He's eating the grass. Oh, you're going to be the best friend. Chapter 5, One Special Goat. The first place Libby and Elvis went was the retirement center. Everyone there petted Elvis and fed him treats. A few days later, they visited the hospital, and Elvis snuggled with the patients. The nurses asked Libby to bring Elvis back again. See that little kid in the hospital? He's loving to cuddle on a stinky goat. Meh. That looks cute. It cheered him up, huh? Now Libby and Elvis were at Libby's school, and lots of kids gathered around Elvis. They took turns reading books to him. Elvis sniffed the pages and said, meh. Becca and Mason were there too. I think Elvis is a hit, Becca said. Maybe the kids will teach Elvis to read, Mason said. That would be a good trick. Libby laughed. It would be, but Elvis isn't a trick goat, after all. He's just a therapy goat. He makes everybody happy. A therapy goat, Becca asked, and Mason said, Are you serious? Libby was serious. It turned out Elvis didn't need to learn tricks like catching a frisbee or sorting socks. Elvis was best at just being himself. Libby thought Elvis was one special goat. Sure, Libby finally said, and it has a nice ring to it. Elvis the therapy goat extraordinaire. Oh, look, he's licking her. Bleh. She better give him lots of baths, 'cause goats are sticky. P.U. Libby Wimbley, the Goat Trainer, by Amy Cobb. Thank you. Bye-bye.